Okay, so I'm back in the area of Beach Ford today, so I'm just going to pull back in, and I believe they have a DC fast charger, so we're going to plug in and see if we can get just a little bit of range here over the next few minutes. We got down to 45 miles of range. I haven't gotten the level 2 charger at home in the mail yet. We just have the level 1, and that's what we used last night. Oh, there's the mannequin. Cool. Where can I plug this thing in? The mannequin's plugged into it. Oh, no. Okay, so we're back. Clay moved the mannequin for us. There it is. This is what it's been doing. Pro power on board. Something about the limit has been reached, but there's nothing plugged into the Pro Power. So this is at Beach Ford. It's not a DC fast charger. It is a level 2. So right now it says we have 45 minutes of range. Current time, 13:30. So let's plug it in for about 20 minutes and see what we get, and we'll do the math. So this is the level 2. Oh. Snaps right in. Let's see what we get here on the screen. We're at 45 miles of range and 16%. And we'll sit here for 20 minutes and then I'll come back and tell you what we got. And then we'll try to calculate our range out. Or not our range, our speed, charging speed. So that was a very slow charger. We were plugged in only for 15 minutes because I need to go pick my wife up at Michael's. And in that 15 minutes, or maybe even 12 minutes, we got 2 miles worth of range. So not a whole lot. I think I'm going to drive up to the Nissan, Myrtle Beach Nissan dealer, which is supposed to have, I think, an actual level 3 DC fast charger. So let's go check that in a few minutes. Okay, so our tour of chargers around Myrtle Beach continues. Just trying to check some of these out to get an idea of what they do and what speeds that they are. So we're pulling into Myrtle Beach Nissan here on 501 with 20 miles of range. So 20 miles of range. The last trip, just to get here really from home, 12.5 miles. We got 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour, which I think is pretty good. Really just coming up Route 31. So this is what we have. Who runs this? So I don't have an account with this one, so I'm going to pause the video here for a minute, figure out what I need to do to pay, and then we'll restart in a minute when we see how we're charging. Took it a second, but looks like it's charging. It failed once and then it restarted. So it says we're charging, I think, at 41 kilowatts. So that's not great, but at least we're charging, starting out at 8% of the battery, and I believe that's right where we were in the car. %, 21 miles of range. So we're just gonna let it sit here for a little bit. I might get out of the car and go walk around a little bit, see what's around here. All right, so we'll see you back here in a little bit. All right, so I left the truck at Grand Strand Nissan. Myrtle Beach Nissan? I think it's Grand Strand Nissan. It's about, what, 300 yards that way, so I just kind of came out and walked along the grass along the frontage road down here to the right. Went in here where there's an IHOP. I did not go to the IHOP, but there's this, what does it say, ADMA Bio Center, which is a place where you can donate plasma. So I learned about donating plasma. You can go twice a week with 1 day in between. You get paid about 125 bucks per donation. I'm not doing that today, but I figured I would learn about it while I was walking by. But I think what I'm going to do is go across the street here. There's a Grumpy Monk, and just sit down for a few minutes and get a snack while the car finishes charging. Multitask a little bit, or what is that? Parallel workflows. Car charges while you snack. There's also the Tanger outlets across the street. They have, I believe, level 2 chargers. I think it's a little faster than a level 1. I think it's a level 2. We're gonna have to check that out on Sunday as well. But I think they only give you, I believe, something around 6 or 7 kilowatt hours per hour. I'm getting 43 off the DC fast charger there at Nissan. So we'll stick with the 43, go get a snack here, and button this video up after that. Hope you're having a great day. While you're here, it's a good time to click like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so I ate at the Grumpy Monk. A couple comments on the Grumpy Monk. One, they charge you a service fee for using your credit card or your debit card. I think that's a little silly. It wasn't much. It was less than $1. It was just one person. You know, it's only me. I got a French dip. But I still think that's silly. I think that's kind of the cost of doing business. But on the other side of that, I did ask for and received the locals discount. Some restaurants down here in Myrtle Beach, if you ask for the locals discount, they have one. It's usually about 10%. I think that's what it was here. So I made out a couple cents better than the service charge I got charged for using my debit card. But anyway, and the food's okay. So those are my thoughts on the Grumpy Monk. Food's okay. I don't like the service charge for using electronic payment, but they do have a locals discount. So all in all, that's commentary on that. Headed back now towards Grand Strand Nissan to get the truck. Should be pretty close to 90%, I think, by now. So where are we? We're still getting 47 kilowatts. We're at 69%. We've been here for an hour and 49 minutes. It really doesn't feel like that because I walked down and got early dinner, I guess. But this at 47 kilowatts is the fastest that I'm aware of DC charger in the Myrtle Beach area. So it's great that it's here, but we really need some faster chargers in the area. We need chargers that'll do 150, 200 kilowatts per hour. But what's nice about this, when I walked back over here, a few of the Nissan guys that work here came out, were checking out the truck, and they said they're doing this for free. They just never turned on the payment system. So it's just on the house here at Grand Strand Nissan. So that's incredibly great of them. Super nice guys. Showed them around the truck and thanked them for the charging. It's great that they're doing it for free. I said it didn't charge me, and I thought that was maybe because it was part of the Ford Blue Oval charging network. They said no, they just never turned the payment system on. So thank you, Grand Strand Nissan. I said I'm sure I'll be back up again later in the week. So hopefully we get faster chargers down here at some point. We got another Spirit flight coming in. Spirit flights all day in and out of Myrtle Beach International Airport. You can get flights down here for a lot of times, sometimes less than $20. My mother flies here from Maryland for sometimes less than 20 bucks. Spirit's got great deals in and out of here. Anyway, that's about it. I think I'm going to shut it down here in a minute. Head home for the night. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll continue checking out other chargers in the area as we come upon them. I do want to go over at some point to the Tanger outlets across the street and see what we get out of them. You know, I'm happy to take free electricity anywhere we can get it if we're in the area. And I do, other people have mentioned this, but I do really like, they have these little Easter eggs, I guess people like to call them. Little engraving here of the first Ford electric vehicle, which is say from 1913. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Okay, one last thing I would like to add before we button this video up. A lot of people who don't have electric vehicles and are thinking about it, maybe watching videos like this, going to think to yourself, well, I don't want to sit somewhere and charge my vehicle for 2 hours. Or even an hour. I don't want to do that. And I perfectly get that. That's a legitimate concern. It does take longer to charge an electric vehicle than it does to put gas in a regular internal combustion engine vehicle. It just does. We're getting better and faster charge rates. You know, this truck can charge typically at over 160 kilowatt hours per hour. Porsches charge faster than that. And over the next couple years, we're going to see an acceleration of the charging rate. So it's getting closer to how long it takes to put gas in a vehicle, but still it's going to take a little bit longer, at least in the near term. Trade-off for that is this is a lot less expensive. DC fast charging on a lot of the networks, just thinking about Electrify America because that's the biggest one, I think their rates are typically 31 or 41 cents per kilowatt hour, which gets you closer to what gas costs, but it's still, I think in most cases, significantly cheaper than what gas costs. And if you get lucky and you find a charging spot like this where it's free, that's even better. The only thing it costs you is your time to sit here. So there is a trade-off. You know, gas is going to be faster. Electric takes a little bit longer, but is a lot easier on your wallet. So with that being said, you know, and most people will charge their electric vehicle not like this, not doing DC fast charging, but they charge it at home overnight. You go home, you plug your vehicle in, you get up in the morning, it's got a full charge, ready to go. 300 and some miles, ready every day. I'm needing to DC fast charge this because I've been having fun driving it around quite a bit the last couple days since we picked it up, and I ran it down. I ran it down almost to zero, and it's quicker for me to come out here, charge it up on this unit, than it is for me to charge it up at home with the 110 level 1 charger, which is what I have at home right now. When Ford sends me the level 2 charger, I'll be able to install at home off 220. That'll be much faster and I won't have to do this. But for now, this is kind of a stopgap. So that's pretty much it. Please click like and subscribe. Where are we? It is 5:26 p.m. We're at 76%, 77% charged up, 244 miles of range. That's pretty good. I'm going to head home. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. So I decided to stay a few more minutes to see what it would do charging speed wise. We're at 89% and it dropped us down from, where were we? I think 43 kilowatts down to 31. Curious to see what it does when it hits 90. They do have two other, I guess, slower level 2 chargers sitting over there as well for cars to plug into. Come on, give me 90. Maybe I got out of the car a minute too soon. they did give me 2 of these fancy hats. And these are good bald guy hats because they're not adjustable in the back. Bald guys have a hard time wearing most baseball caps because they have the adjustable strap with the open dome. And the problem with that is you get this sunburn, this half dome sunburn mark on the back of your head. So we can't wear a lot of hats. I want to start an Etsy channel for something just to fill in that half dome. But anyway, there's a free F-150 Lightning hat. Oh, there we are. We're at 90%. Let's see what we got. What happened up here? We stayed at 31 kilowatts. That's good. That's good enough for me. We're going to unplug now and head home. Thanks. Have a great night. Don't forget to like and subscribe.